perturbed me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the funny thing about it is...
Be careful, because I had a dream about you cussing on the air.
The funny thing about this dude is... The funny thing about it, I was watching it on Fox. I was watching Hannity. And the whole time this guy's talking, I'm thinking, oh man, I'm agreeing with Hannity. What's going on here? And I'm waiting for the lightning to strike me or something. It'll take me out of my misery.
But you know what that means, though? It means that you have a functional brain that can understand both sides.
Exactly.
That you understand that both sides can have points.
Yeah. You know, of course, his point was more extreme than mine.
Well, of course.
You know what I mean? But this guy,
even if it's extreme, you can still maybe understand with some of the basics of it, but, you know, you just don't go off the deep end.
I guess he's in London somewhere. He's somewhere in Europe. His name is Anjum Chandri. That's his name.
Okay.
And I'm watching this idiot out there talking about the Sharia law stuff. And, you know, it seems like every time these people mention, these ultra people mention Sharia, they get diarrhea of the mouth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's like, Sharia law should be the standard for the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. It should be the standard for the world, you know, because it will teach everybody to, you know, have the women not wear skimpy clothes. You know what I mean? They would follow all these laws. Now, essentially what he's saying that, okay, you can believe what you want to, but we have to pass a law so nobody could talk about Muhammad. That's what he's saying. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, dude, I don't even know what this Sharia law thing is. What makes you think you could come in and tell me how I should live? You know, especially with the thing about women, okay? It's not my fault you're too weak to control yourself. You know what I mean? Who is killing themselves talking about they're going to be 72 virgins in heaven?
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at women as an object for even after I go to heaven, I'm going to be there using them.
Yeah.
So don't step to me and tell me that I need to... And man, I'm the descendants of slave. Moron. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Imam. You know what I'm saying? You know, listen. We have all... Okay, I'm the descendants of slaves. Christopher Columbus came to the islands and stuff, and what was he doing? He was saying, become Christians or be burned at the stake. Took away our voodoo, took away our obia, you know, and all our religions. And yes, they are religions, they're not witchcraft like everybody's telling you. I'm not a voodooist, so that's a whole different thing there. To what I believe, I'm going to just say that straight now. Don't expect me to cast a spell on you, which they don't really do that. But
or the big thing obviously is the dolls. You can stick pins in.
I ain't no brother gonna make an ugly doll like that. You know what are you talking about? Anyway. But you know, and I'm sitting there going, so now after the colonist tells me what to believe, I'm gonna sit back and let you come tell me what to believe.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? You're going to come tell me, oh, if we follow this law, this is what he said. If we follow that Sharia law, then, you know, all this stuff that the Western worlds have, like freedom and democracy and all of that, is what's causing problems in the world. Freedom is causing problems, so you're going to have to step down. Bro, if this thing was working, it would work on your people. Obviously, it's not working on your people because look at what's going on.
Yeah.
You got the Sunni fighting the Shiites and fighting this one, so it's obviously not working there.
And,
so
you have some of them who like the Western way of life.
Yeah. You know, and I'm tired of... Listen, this world is broken down into this. You have all these rich imams and sheikhs and all these people telling these people what to do. They get rich and the people stay poor. You got all these preachers, you know, prosperity preachers doing this, doing that, and everybody's poor and they're rich.
Yeah.
There's no difference. Another thing they do too is
and all the politricksters telling us what we need to do, and they're staying rich and
exactly.
Poor.
All right, and then they have this, and they hate gays too, which is kind of similar to the extreme, you know, people here.
Yeah.
They hate gays too, but you know, like we were talking about the last time, nobody comes out of their mother's womb and go and shout a jihad.
Yeah.
They were taught that. Nobody comes out of their parents or their mom's womb and start speaking in tongues.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course they're going to say stop talking that Arabic.
Here you go again.
but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know it's hard.
And the thing about it, okay, some people don't believe this, but I believe people are born gay. Okay, so who is the choice here?
Well, it's the same thing. Because nobody comes out born a skinhead.
Yeah, yeah.
It's taught to them.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So you know, you could convert to any other religion you want.
Yeah.
So that's a choice.
Yeah.
You understand? The other, homosexuality, that's obviously not a choice, because I know people who were raised in manly houses, rah, 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 and they still be who they are. Rah, rah, rah. You know what I mean? That whole alpha male stuff, and they still, obviously, you know, all that indoctrination didn't stop them from doing it, but the indoctrination, you could change religions as much as you want, because it's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A choice which you in turn are talking about taking away from other people. But yet, you know, you ain't saying nothing different to what the colonizers see. You're not saying anything different. And that's what really perturbs me.
And you know what, though? They'll say that they're different because it's a different religion, and they'll say theirs is right.
Yeah. You know, okay, for one, you could put all the amount of clothes on a woman. That's not going to stop men from lusting. Because they ain't lusting after the clothes.
Yeah, and it's also not going to stop a woman from doing crazy things outside when doors are closed. So, I mean, what's the difference?
I know. It's what we talk about is self-control, looking at yourself and then going from that perspective there. You got to have your own spirituality. That religion stuff is not spirituality. He's talking about it's my religion and blah, blah, blah. Well, I have my religion too. And, you know, I've known people could say, well, you're being disrespectful. He ain't respecting me.
Yeah, exactly.
He's trying to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. Like we said before, it's one thing if they come and they talk to you about it.
Yeah.
It's another when they come and try to beat you over the head with it.
But I've never heard it said like that before, because I've never known any of my Muslim friends to try to convert me.
Well, and that's the thing. Once again, it's the minority of the group.
Yeah.
It's the few.
Yeah.
But they put them on TV.
Oh, of course, too, yeah. I should have known better watching Fox, because Fox will put the extremists on the other side.
Yeah, it's putting up their propaganda.
They're not going to put somebody with any kind of logical thinking on there. And if they do,
they're not going to put Tim's back on because he put Chuck Norris in his place. So,
you know
it's
what
like,
I mean?
Man, he's too intelligent. We can't have him on there again.
Granted, CNN does the same thing too.
Yeah,
they're going to put the extreme on there. Yes. You know what I mean?
They're going to put up whoever will help prove their point.
Not only that.
If it's somebody who agrees with them and they're outrageous with it, they'll put them on. And if it's somebody who's complete the opposite direction, but they are so outrageous with it, they'll put them on.
Listen, man, I listen to those people talk, and I don't even think they believe what they're saying. You know what I mean? I think they do that for ratings.
Oh, of course.
I think ratings is what's driving everything, because rating is what's bringing in the money.
Yeah.
That's how they get in the big fat contracts.
Yeah. I'm
sorry. If I have a choice, should I listen to the guy who is reading the news that's getting an ordinary salary, or the guy who says he's reading the news making $3, $4, $5 million a year?
Guess what, folks? The opinions expressed on this show are solely that of the Rudebuoyuz, because we're not getting paid.
You know what I'm saying, you know what
we're not getting paid. We're not ratings driven right here.
You know,
because guess what? We don't have commercials. We don't have advertisement.
I remember when I was a kid growing up and thing, there was the Muslim religion started to come in there too, you know. We were all Catholics and thing, which the Catholics, that's what they're doing, the same thing. The Catholics did what you were talking about doing, come in there and tell everybody how to do stuff.
Yeah.
Now, so I knew this guy. He decided to join. So something happened and they accused him of stealing. and the leader of the little faction that was on the island talking about getting somebody from out there to come cut his hand off. He said, oh no, I'm Catholic again. He said, I'm reconverted.
Hello, Saint Christopher.
You know what
Please
I'm saying?
Take me back.
Yeah, I don't. And then they were talking about... of course, Hannity's asking him all the bad stuff about it.
Yeah.
Asking him about, you know, if a woman commit adultery, she should be put to death, stoned. And the guy is like, well, both men and women. I have never heard of a case where a man got stoned to death for committing adultery. Have you?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Exactly, but you could hear a ton. So if it is happening, it's a minority.
Well, also this too, it also makes you wonder if it's helping with the whole propaganda thing and just how they treat women. Are they even showing that, or are they just talking about when it happens to women? Because once again, you got to wonder about that propaganda.
Yeah.
Is it happening to the men and we're just not hearing it because the people want you to believe that Muslims want to kick women down to nothing?
Yeah.
So
but
are we just not hearing about the men getting stoned?
That's probably most of the case because in a lot of the Muslim countries they have had female presidents and stuff already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're not wearing everything with their eyes covered up or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
They're showing their face.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they just
we
worried.
Can see more than just their beautiful eyes.
They're just worried, you know, that other ethnicities gonna come. Oh, she's gonna kill, boy. Woohoo! You know what I mean? You know, she's kinda cute there, you know.
I got to see her nose. Oh my.
But I've been watching this stuff and I'm getting kind of red, you know what I mean? Because you to come tell me what I should believe and what I shouldn't do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I live in this Western world. I don't go to bars and drink and act stupid. Mm-hmm. I don't run around chasing women all the time. You know what I mean?
You're running from them.
You know what I mean?
You're doing the Heisman pose with that long arm. You're keeping them at a distance.
Yeah, no, I don't exactly sit around staring at women and lusting. You know, I just don't. That's just not what I do. You know why? Self-control. I might see a girl and go, ooh, you know, stuff like that, you know. But, you know, but we don't take it, I don't take it to the edge, you know what I mean? I don't even go try to talk to them.
Let's say you don't follow them down the street and wonder, where's this one going to?
Know, so I'm sorry if you, Mr. Big Spiritual Man, can control yourself, but, you know, there are those of us and a lot of us who can control ourselves because if we couldn't, this world would be in a lot more trouble.
Oh, my goodness.
Whew. You know what I mean? I just don't understand why people think they should just